The Origin Sector Gamma 4 office complex hummed with the regulated energy it managed. Lucian Cypher navigated the corridors. His path to sublevel Maintenance Bay 3 was a deeply ingrained motor sequence. The air, recycled every 7.3 minutes, carried the faint ozonic scent of high-powered server arrays. It was a smell Lucian had once associated with innovation, now merely with quota adherence. His workstation console chimed, signaling the arrival of the day's first optimization bulletin. Subject: nutrient paste allotment, revised caloric efficiency parameters. Archie, interfaced with Lucian's restricted terminal access, a privilege hard-won through years of exemplary service metrics, flagged the document's metadata. Originator: Custodial Concordance, Department of Resource Allocation. Distribution: Pan-continental all sectors. The bulletin detailed a 4.8% reduction in the base caloric value of standard NutriPrime blends. This was couched in the Custodianship's standard euphemistic language. It was presented as a proactive measure to enhance long-term citizen vitality and reduce metabolic surplus. A corresponding price adjustment, an increase of 2.1% per unit, was attributed to upgraded refinement processes for superior nutrient bioavailability. Lucian's respiration rate increased by a statistically significant margin. Archie logged the physiological response. He closed the bulletin. His expression was unreadable to the standard optical sensors embedded in the console frame. Later, during the mandated midday sustenance interval, the conversation in the communal refectory was muted. Senior Engineer Grovic, a man whose pre-custodial career anecdotes were becoming increasingly rare, poked at his tray of now visibly smaller NutriPrime cubes. Grovic muttered, his voice low and laced with sarcasm. Superior bioavailability. His voice was low enough to be mostly absorbed by the refectory's acoustic dampening panels. Means we pay more for less. But it sounds like progress, eh, Cypher? Lucian offered a non-committal shrug. Archie categorized this gesture as socially compliant evasion. Lucian stated, his voice a near-perfect replication of Verifeed lexicon. The Prime Architect provides what is necessary. Grovic grunted. Necessary to keep the gears turning, perhaps. He glanced around the refectory. Several junior technicians were consuming their portions with an almost devotional focus. Their faces were illuminated by the glow of their wrist-mounted Verifeed interfaces. They're already cutting diagnostic allocations for the older grid regulators, Grovic continued, his voice dropping further, almost to a whisper. Shifting resources to the new CHM network expansion. Told us it's proactive harmony monitoring. I call it counting whispers in the dark. Lucian felt a familiar tightening in his chest. The Civic Harmony Monitors, CHMs, were the Custodianship's flagship AI surveillance initiative. They were marketed as a tool for early detection of social discord and resource imbalances. Its true scope, Lucian suspected, was far more invasive. Archie had been attempting to map publicly accessible CHM data pings, noting their exponential proliferation across Veridia. Lucian recited, the words feeling like foreign objects in his mouth. The new systems are designed for optimal societal function. Grovic looked at him. A flicker of something, disappointment, pity, was in his tired eyes. Right. Optimal. He pushed his tray away, half the paste uneaten. Later that cycle, Archie intercepted a priority notification on the internal Origin network. Subject Grovic, J. Voluntary reassignment to Sector Kappa 9 Agricultural Reclamation Project. The reassignment was effective immediately. No rationale beyond operational restructuring was provided. Back at Apartment 7B that evening, the air was thick with unspoken anxieties. Alara had managed to acquire a small sack of actual ground grain. It was a rare and expensive black market commodity, obtained from an archive contact. The aroma of it baking, a scent almost alien in their paste-conditioned world, filled their small living space. Alara said, not as an apology but as a statement of fact, it cost nearly a week's supplemental ration credits. She divided the small, flat loaf into 4 precise portions. Leo eyed the unfamiliar food with suspicion. Is this custodian approved, Mama? Alara replied, her voice gentle. It's just bread, Leo, like in the old stories. Hannah, however, sniffed it with wide-eyed delight. It smells warm, Papa. Lucian watched his daughter take a bite, her small face lighting up. He logged the moment, a rare data point of pure, uncomplicated joy. The cost, however, was more than just ration credits. The risk of possessing unsanctioned goods was significant. He glanced at the sealed nutrient paste dispenser in the alcove, a silent, sterile sentinel of their regulated existence. The choice between officially sanctioned sustenance and this small, defiant act of nourishment felt like a microcosm of a much larger, more perilous equation. Archie's internal chronometer marked the end of the standard familial interaction period. The apartment settled into its pre-sleep quietude. Outside, the city of Veridia processed its citizens. Its data streams were a relentless, invisible tide. And within Lucian Cypher, a new variable was being factored into his personal risk assessment algorithms: the diminishing returns of compliance.